Hello everyone. Welcome back to yet another session of science class. We are doing chapter number 5, combustion and fossil fuel. We have finished with combustion. We have also studied about coal formation, different types of coal we have studied, bituminous coal, lignite, anthracite, and we have also studied about the products obtained from the destructive distillation of coal. The three products which were obtained from the destructive distillation of coal were coal gas, coal tar, and ammonia, and one more, that is coke. In fact, we get four products. Ammonia is in small amount. Now today we will begin with second fossil fuel, which is very important nowadays. In the 20th century we depended more on this petroleum. Petroleum. The word petroleum comes from the Latin word, two Latin words. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. So, oil of the rock. This is because petroleum is obtained from the interior crust of the earth. From the rocks we drill out the petroleum. Now let us see what is petroleum and how does it look like, what is its smell and all that. Okay, petroleum is a dark colored, black colored viscous liquid, thick viscous liquid. Viscous liquid means which does not flow easily, right? It does not easily flow like water. It is a thick liquid. Its smell is not very good, unpleasant smell. It is not a single compound. It is a mixture of various hydrocarbons. It's a hydrocarbon I have already discussed with you. Hydrocarbons are compounds made up of only carbon and hydrogen. Now, these various hydrocarbons are there in the petroleum. So, like we don't get petrol or kerosene separately when we drill out. We have to separate them. How we do it, we'll see later. So, petroleum is a mixture of various hydrocarbons. And petroleum is obtained from deep in the earth's crust, from the impervious rocks. It is stored in the impervious rocks. From there we have to drill out. Now, the various products which are obtained from petroleum, they also have different applications. Like petrol is one of the products. It is used in the vehicles as fuel. Kerosene, purified form of kerosene is used as jet fuel. There are various petrochemicals which are there, which give you different products. Even paraffin wax is obtained as a byproduct from the distillation of petroleum. So children, these are the different properties of petroleum. You can say, what is petroleum? It is a thick, viscous, dark colored liquid with an unpleasant smell. Now this petroleum is a very important product. It is a very important substance or a very important fossil fuel because it is having so many applications. So many products are obtained and so many applications are there. So those countries which are rich in petroleum reservoirs, they are very rich also because they supply petroleum products to different countries also. Now let us see how this petroleum was formed and how it is extracted from the earth. First we shall see how petroleum is formed in the earth's crust. Now, like coal, petroleum is also a fossil fuel. Right? So, you can just make out from it that this is also made from the remains of living organisms. Right? Coal was made from the remains of dead plants. Forest got buried under the soil and made the coal. Now here, petroleum is made from the dead remains of tiny sea animals. Large number of sea animals, they got covered under the rocks. Suppose This is the sea, right? And here there are tiny organisms. They got buried and they died and they settled at the bottom of the sea. Then layers of sand and silt got deposited on it. Another layer of animals and all that. This kind of layers and layers were formed, and because of high pressure, high pressure was there, and bacterial action took place, and this converted the dead remains into petroleum. Okay, so this is how petroleum is formed. This petroleum is formed from the remains of tiny marine organisms. Marine organisms means sea creatures. Now, how it is extracted? How petroleum is extracted from the earth? Petroleum may be found under the rocky areas, or mostly it is found inside the sea. Now, first of all, people make a survey. The experts are there. They make a survey of the different areas from where petroleum can be extracted. So, as they come to know that this particular place is rich in petroleum, then they apply different machinery to extract the petroleum. Petroleum is there under the rocks, right? There are two types of rocks: pervious rocks, porous rocks we can say, which allow the materials to pass through them, like water can pass through them, oil can pass through them, and there are impervious rocks also. So this petroleum gets stored in these impervious rocks, and drilling is done inside the sea to take out that petroleum. Now, as the drilling is done, in the beginning the petroleum comes out with high pressure, right? So, because it is stored it is there inside the soil, under the rocks, under high pressure. So, when it comes out very fast, right? In India, Bombay High is one of the important places from where petroleum is obtained. Now, this petroleum, later it is pumped out, and then from the petroleum, refining is done to separate out the different products, and then it is those different products are sent for different applications. The Arab countries, especially Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, they are very rich in petroleum. Even US has a large reservoir of petroleum. India's petroleum reservoirs are not so rich, but still we have some of the reservoirs, and some we are importing from other countries. Refining of petroleum we will study in the next video. Till then, have a nice time.